Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. This is my channel, Andrew Guitara's firearm review. This is my first firearm review. I have some music and whatnot on my channel, but I like music, I like guitars, and firearms are also one of my interests, so here we go. Three excellent firearms here. We have the Kahr Pm9, the Smith & Wesson Military and Police 340, and the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380. A couple talking points here. As you can see, this is the POU, philosophy of use, the quality of the handguns, my experience with the handguns, and the caliber of the handguns. The philosophy of use for any of these firearms would be primarily concealed carry. Many people are getting concealed carry permits, and unfortunately they are purchasing firearms that are advertised as compact or subcompact, but they're not really as compact or light or thin or whatever as people think they will be. So instead of bringing them with them, because that was their original purpose of buying the gun for personal protection, what do? They leave it at home. They leave it in their safe or wherever they keep their firearm, and they go out and do their business with their family, and they have really no protection other than maybe a knife, maybe their fist, and really it's like I don't know, it's like buying a product and just not using it. What's the point? So these firearms are designed to be with you at all times, in your pocket, in your waistband, and on your ankle, wherever you want to carry it, and really not be noticed because they're so light, they're so thin, they're so small. So that is the philosophy of use. The quality of these firearms is all excellent. This one, however, and I will say these have all been safety checked. There's nothing in the magazine, nothing in the chamber, as you can see, and you can see the orange. That's a nice feature of these magazines. This has nothing in the cylinder, as you can see, empty, spinning it around. Yep, nothing there. Same thing, nothing in the magazine, and I will show you nothing in the chamber. I will note that my knife is not safety checked. I don't have the training yet, so don't get mad at me. I hope it's not a hindrance to you watching this video. I don't know how to safety check my knives yet. I did, however, look through this hole that is on the blade, and I didn't see anything in the hole, so it might be safe. I don't know. The quality is excellent. On the PM9, the Kahr PM9, you see the seams there. They do a good job. There's nothing to catch against. The grips are excellent. Feels very good in the hand. It's balanced very well. Apparently these slides are milled from one solid piece of bar stock, stainless. Everything's very tight in the gun. That might be a bad thing for some people. Just takes a little bit of breaking in. Now that this used to catch, the magazine didn't come out when I pressed the mag release. Now it does, because I've used it and I've played around with it. Of course, in a safe manner. We always play with guns in a very safe manner. Always point it in a right direction and make sure it's empty. Safety check it a million times. The Bodyguard 380, the quality, I've had some problems with this gun. The takedown, I had problems with. I had problems with the trigger. The overall feel of the gun, hear that? Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but the overall quality does not seem top-notch to me, like most of Smith & Wesson's products. However, they do stand by their warranty 100%, and when I brought it back to them, they fixed it. No charge, no problem, no questions asked. This Smith & Wesson, however, excellent quality, excellent gun. A little pricey. As you can see, $357 Magnum. Nice thing to have in your pocket, huh? Springfield, Massachusetts. This one, Kahr Arms in Worcester, Mass. That is Worcester, or Worcester, however you want to say it. Not Worcester. All these are made in Massachusetts, which is an interesting thing, seeing it is one of the most liberal states. And they require you to have things on your guns, these safeties, these loaded chamber indicators, stuff like that. Even this revolver has a safety right there. They give you a key. I hope that thing rusts in because the safety is your head. Anyways, the quality, all pretty good. The Bodyguard, however, lacking a little bit in quality. My experience with these guns, my experience with this revolver is extensive. I've shot many rounds through it. I've shot 357 Magnum, I've shot 38 Special plus B, 357 plus P, standard pressure, everything. The one thing people probably want to know, how's the recoil in 357 Magnum? Well, there is recoil. It's like a 13.5 ounce 357 Magnum. Of course there's going to be recoil. People who complain about recoil on a gun like this, what do they expect? It doesn't weigh anything, and it's 357 Magnum. But it's not so bad that you're not going to ever want to shoot it again in 357, at least in my experience. It did hurt a little bit the next day. My hand, see, swells up a little bit, but I was shooting a lot through it. But at the time, first shot, you're not going to, it's not that bad, folks. So don't let that turn you away from this gun. To have 357 Magnum in such a small, light gun in your pocket or wherever, you can't beat that. You really can't. My experience with the Bodyguard. Not a bad gun, no failures to feed, nothing like that. However, this gun, even though it's only little 380 auto, feels like it's going to fly out of your hand. Shoot it, feels like it's going to fly. It's very jumpy. And I don't have a good grip on it, so I don't know. I don't like the way it feels. I don't like the way it shoots. I don't feel like it's good quality, so that's that. Kahr Pm9. My experience with this, I suggested to my best friend to get one of these, and he did. And I shot it finally, and I was quite amazed with this gun. Recoil was nothing in both standard or plus pressure. It's very nice. Feels a lot like a Glock 26 to me. Feels very good in the hand. Draws very nice. You have a good grip on this gun. Very nice. Very accurate. First shot I took was dead center in the bullseye. And no failures to feed, nothing like that. Just excellent. Actually, after I shot his, I went and traded 2 guns and got my own right here. So that's my experience with these. Caliber, a little bit of talk about caliber. Obviously, the number one in power between these is the 357 Magnum, which goes in this 340 Smith & Wesson. Nice thing in this gun, you can get 38 Special, or 38 Special plus P, or 357 Magnum, whatever you want you can put in here, as long as it's in those rounds, obviously. But good round, you can get up to, I think, 700 foot-pounds of energy in some of the high pressure 357 Magnums. Bodyguard 380 auto. Not a horrible cartridge. It's not as powerful as 357 Magnum or 9mm. Doesn't have the reputation for being a good man stopper, as much so as the others, but it's not horrible, especially in some of the plus pressure. This is a Buffalo bore. You can get, I think, 280 foot-pounds of energy. In most of the other ones, I think 200 to 220, which is about equivalent to 38 Special. So you're getting 6 plus 1 rounds plus a quick change of something almost equivalent to 38 Special, which is not bad. But what beats them all would be the Kahr Pm9. 9mm right here. Excellent round, has a good reputation, very much used in law enforcement, military, special operations, all that stuff. You can get some very hot rounds in this thing, probably get up to 500 foot-pounds of energy, and that's not bad, seeing you have 6 plus 1 plus a quick change. You can get a round that will cause hydrostatic shock, which is a big indicator if a round will be good for self-defense. And both 357 Magnum and 9mm are known to cause hydrostatic shock in living targets, which is a good thing for self-defense. And that being said, self-defense is what these are for. These are for having a gun on you in all situations, just in case that crazy person who wants to do you or your family bodily harm or death, or kill your family or kill people you know. This is what these guns are for, to have a gun on you all the time, just in case. See you later.